Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in again to the return of Baldylocks, the road to 513. This episode is about, it's kind of about climbing gyms versus the real deal. They are very different. I suspect you get both things out of, or different things out of both of them. The other day, my friend Kevin and I, we went to Clear Creek Canyon just outside of Golden, Colorado. And we got on some, I don't know, 5'9". I think we climbed to 5'8" or 5'7" maybe as well. And just like how vastly different those were. I'm going to pause here for just a little bit of video. I'll put up some clips and video about our day, and then I'll meet you right back here in a minute after those are done playing. Anyway, so there's a little bit about our day. It was a good spot, and it's a beautiful canyon, aside from all the cars going by. But anyway, we were right there by the stream, and again, the later route that we got on was a 5'9", and if I'm being honest with you, we got like schooled on it. Even though we're both climbing hard 11 in the gym, so that's kind of like what I wanted to discuss. Like, in a gym, it's very clear cut, right? If you're on the yellow route, you're allowed to grab or stand on the yellow climbing holds. If you're outdoors, though, it's not as, if you are on something that people project a lot or something that's pretty hard, you can definitely see the chalk and the tick marks, and they've got it pretty clear where you need to go. But if you're on something less popular, or even if you're in the mountains, you don't have the advantage of those chalk marks or tick marks to let you know which is good holds and which is good gear placements and all that. The 5'9", and again, like Kevin and I both have like 35 plus years of climbing experience. So, and most of that's been outdoors. Only recently with this new goal of trying to climb 513 have I been in the gym, because it's easy to do that, right? I can balance my work life with my home life, with training, get up a little bit earlier, go to the climbing gym, and knock out an hour and a half before I start my day. So it's pretty easy to get to the gym 4 or 5 days a week. Whereas, I own and operate a tattoo studio. I'm a full-time tattoo artist there as well. I have a partner, I have a dog, I have a family life. So trying to juggle everything with still trying to get outside 5 days a week, I don't know that I could do that. We are looking at maybe going in the afternoon a couple of times a week, because I do think, the 513 that I eventually want to try to project and get up is going to be outside. So I need to be climbing outside more, and I certainly will try to do that. But again, like, where does the gym come in? I get it. It gets you fit. It gets you strong. But with such a vast difference in translation between a plastic climbing hold and an actual rock face, is like, I don't know. It's just something I started thinking about. I trained in the gym back in the day, but it was more of an endurance training thing. Whereas if I wanted to actually go work a route or work up to climbing a certain grade, I would just go climb a bunch of that in the Wichita Mountains, my at one point home climbing area. And I had less responsibility back then. It was easier, even though it was an hour and a half away from the city. it was still a little bit easier to get out there a couple times a week. We just go in the mornings and climb all day till about 2 and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, maybe throw comments in the comment section if you have any, like talk about those differences in a climbing gym workout versus real rock, and what you get from climbing real rock versus what you might get from a climbing gym or plastic, pulling on plastic, as they say. And, what's the push and pull there, pun intended, I guess. Anyway, yeah, drop some comments. I'd love to talk about that and discuss these with you on the show. And till then, subscribe, like, share, and thanks for being a part of this journey. We'll see you next time.